overclockers, and welcome. Oh, screw this. Where's A-Pack when you need him?
So, you know, just before that last map started, and I said I've got that network switch, right?
Yeah.
It went out in the stream. So I walked over there.
Yeah, no, you can't really get away with that one, can you?
They were like, well, so where's the switch then? And I was like, well, I don't know what you mean. And they're like, we know it's in your bag. Like, we saw you. It was in the background of the interview while she was nightmare, right? So I had to give it back, right?
You got away with
the thing is,
light punishment.
I'm not letting him get away with that, okay? Look, you know, I've been having issues with my CS2 FPS, okay? Now, over there's an Intel stand. The event, of course, has been sponsored by Intel. So I managed to slip this into my pocket while I was over there. So it's an Intel Arc A770, okay?
Yeah.
16 gigs of VRAM in this bad boy. Look at it. It's Sparkle Edition. It's got 3 fans. It's beautiful. Beautiful graphics card. And Intel, I overheard while I was over there stealing the graphics card. I overheard they've been doing a lot of work on the drivers.
And they didn't catch you?
No. I'm a master thief. But they've been doing a lot of work on the drivers, and apparently it's way better for CS2. So I reckon if I get this home, then when we're casting next week, we might actually be able to get 60 FPS. I mean, I'm expecting at least 400, 500 with this bad boy.
That would be beautiful. Just about
camera's on again.
Not again.
So, anyway, welcome back to Intel. Sponsored by Intel. Epic 40. I can't believe that I've been caught a second time in a row, but we're going to style it out. Make-A-Wish are taking on Raptors EC here, Tim. This is a big game.
Yeah, this is a big game. This is the upper bracket final. So these teams are guaranteeing themselves a top 3 placement, which is always, you know, that's always the goal, top 3. But they're not just playing to secure themselves a spot in the grand final. They're playing so they don't have to get up early to play the consolidation final in the morning.
Yeah, the consolidation final is a massive.
Yeah.
It's a massive thing because you play late.
Yeah.
You have to fight your way all the way through the lower bracket. You play late into the evening, and then you've got to get up early for that morning game. And we mentioned it last time when we did the final that it's a massive problem in that you don't get that much sleep, which is so important for high-level Counter-Strike.
Yeah, and speaking of high-level Counter-Strike, we've got Raptors EC, who are the favourites for this entire event, especially after swiftly defeating K10. They did have a little bit of a rumble over on Overpass, but they're by far the favourites. And on top of that, Make-A-Wish, well, yes, a lot of people would put them in the top 3 contenders for this event, just behind K10. They've been a little bit shaky. They haven't dropped a map so far this event, but they didn't have a very much competition in their group, despite how close their matches were. They looked really shaky. They've got, for that lineup, for those who aren't aware, it's LVN, Vacancy, Zai, Igorek, and LVN's brother, Zyrene.
Yeah.
So Zyrene, hence why the Make-A-Wish. It's, you know, it's bring your brother to work day for LVN. But in terms of your expectations, I don't expect Make-A-Wish to be going anywhere near like the testing Raptors to the same level that K10 did.
No, I mean, especially with this slow start that they've been having, right? They have been building into the tournament, and you need to be on it if you're going against Raptors, especially as a mix. Like, they've got that core from 7 a.m. They've got that established sort of synergy with at least a few of the players, but it's slotting in those extra issues combined with Zyrene. This is being his first. It's going to be his first HLTV appearance, but also his first LAN going deep.
Yeah, I think one of the other issues for Make-A-Wish here is the shared map pool. Now, we already saw that with K10. Raptors got 2 of their best maps immediately off the gate with Overpass and Nuke. And here with Make-A-Wish, I'm judging by the vetoes, figuring it out. I think I've got a good idea of what it could be, and it doesn't look good for Make-A-Wish in my opinion. So Raptors, they permaban Anubis. Make-A-Wish, they haven't played Inferno at all. I know that they're not big fans of Inferno.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be surprised if those 2 are the first bans coming out. Raptors, they Overpass is by far their best map. It's by far their most comfortable. So I wouldn't be surprised if they pick that. And it'll be quite difficult for Make-A-Wish to play Overpass. I know that Make-A-Wish, they're comfortable on Vertigo. I would not be surprised if they pick that one, considering they're probably it's their most played map so far in this entire tournament, especially in the group stage. Then that leaves like a potential decider for Ancient, as Ancient, It's an LVN home map. He used to love Ancient. I know they played it quite a bit.
He is an Ancient Demon. I think we casted one of their games during an ESEA season, and I think more than half. I think there was something like 8 out of the 14 maps were Ancient. So speaking of maps, I think we'll have a look at the vetoes.
Let's have a look. Let's see
how correct you are. Exactly that. The maps coming up on your screen right now. Overpass ban out of Make-A-Wish. Anubis ban out of Raptors. We've got a Vertigo pick coming in from Make-A-Wish to kick things off, followed by an Inferno pick.
We've got an Overpass ban coming in from Make-A-Wish. Now, this makes sense because they're a mixed team, because they've not practiced at all before. The only thing that Raptors are going to have to go off of is the games they've played so far. Now, Make-A-Wish coming in, definitely the underdogs here. Definitely the underdogs. You want to play to your opponent's weaknesses. So immediately they get rid of their opponent's strength of Overpass, and that's going to enable Raptors to come in with the Inferno pick to try and get that permaban away from Make-A-Wish. But again, Make-A-Wish are a mix, so it's not going to be too much of a detriment to them. Ancient ban coming in from Make-A-Wish. Now, that's different. I was going to expect Ancient as that final map, but perhaps expecting Raptors to ban Mirage to let it go to Nuke. It makes a bit of sense, but I can't help but feel Nuke, we saw how strong Raptors looked on Nuke against K10. That final map decider, in my opinion, would go to Raptors all day and every day. It's all going to be decided by these first 2 maps, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think if we do go to a third, then, as you said, I think Raptors do take it. It's interesting the Ancient ban coming out, I think perhaps a little bit rattled.
I think so, but again, also, like I mentioned, if you're the underdog, you play to your opponent's weaknesses. That's what you should do. So it might be a case of them saying, look, Raptors might expect Ancient. They might be ready for Ancient, mentally prepared for Ancient. So let's get it out of the way, catch them off guard, let it go to Nuke for a third instead. But again, while I said play to your opponent's weaknesses, that you then allow them to go into an even stronger map, in my opinion, despite potentially catching them off guard.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it earlier in the tournament, right? LVN was enjoying a bit of Rocket League rather than warming up in between games. He spent his entire lunch break playing Rocket League, which fair enough. You're here as a mix, you're having fun. But that might mean he didn't check the map history.
Yeah, he's not been doing too much prep. He's been playing Rocket League, watching the Arsenal game that's been going on right recently, so his focus is obviously away from things. Maybe relying on his second place curse, which could also be a second place blessing.
Yeah, perhaps looking to overperform in the tournament in terms of that. But then you have got some sick players on this team. Egrek has potential to pop off on that AWP. You've got Vacancy, who Sprout Academy now. He's pushing his way up the ranks. He's broken out of the UK scene. He's now international. Yeah,
been picked up by a talent team. It's an academy team. The talent scouts looking at these young players with high potential, and clearly they thought the Vacancy had that and picked him up.
Yeah. I mean, we've been seeing him slotting in on those online games and doing bits.
Yeah.
It's whether the system is something that helps him. Obviously, there was a system in 7am, there's a system in Sprout Academy.
Yeah. But there's not going to be a system here.
There's not going to be a system here, exactly. It's a mixed team. It's another question.
Despite the core 3 players being from 7am, having played together for months on end, it is still essentially a mixed team. Like we've mentioned in one of the previous games of Make-A-Wish, which we did cast, LVN, we spoke to him. He's recently been picked up by Gamer Legion Academy, and he's been focusing on picking up players and trialing players to create a lineup rather than focusing on CS2 and adapting to these changes and seeing how the game is going.
Yeah, I mean, I had a chat with him right on day one, and he was like, I think I've played 2 games of CS2 since it's dropped, because he has been laser focused on scouting for Gamer Legion Academy, because he's moving into coaching now. Yeah. I did have a chat with him, and I asked about the playing career. I'm like, will you see yourself finished now? Like, are you moving past being an in-game leader? Because from the outside, at the last LAN, individually, it seems like he's been growing and growing and growing, and on top of still calling.
On top of that, he's also one of the 3 highest point earners for the Epic LAN Fantasy right now.
Which means he's been individually popping off.
Yeah, exactly. That means he's probably, the top 3 are, I believe, him, Adam9130, and Adam JC. So that
3 in-game leaders.
Yeah, 3 in-game leaders, but that basically means that LVN's been popping off more than the rest of his teammates, more than Vacancy, who's been picked up by Sprout Academy. Yeah,
interesting. And I mean, look, I had a game against Vacancy last night, not on CS but on the beer pong, and I've got to say he needs to stick to the Counter-Strike server. Yeah. I mean, I had a few blunders yesterday, but he did not land a single shot. Absolutely swept him aside.
He is much shorter than everyone else. It's harder for him to get the drop down with the beer pong.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, it's a difficult situation. But anyway, back to the Counter-Strike.
Yeah, back to the Counter-Strike. I think probably best for all of us that we continue to focus on that. I don't foresee a future where Make-A-Wish aren't going down to the low bracket.
Yeah, no, I don't at all. Like we mentioned, if it goes to Nuke, I have Raptors taking that almost all day, every day. Then we've got the Vertigo and Inferno, more of the question marks. Inferno, even then, I still think Raptors are going to take that because, like we just mentioned, LVN hasn't been keeping up with CS2. Inferno's a new map now. It's been refreshed, it's been changed, it's had updates. So it's completely had been refaced.
Yeah.
Therefore, LVN's not going to know how the new map plays, not going to know the new grenades, not going to know these things unless Vacancy, the likes of Vacancy, has some tips from Sprout Academy, knowing that Inferno is one of their more popular maps. But if he's out of touch, then this is prime opportunity for Raptors. Those second and third maps, got to be Raptors all day.
The complete redesign of Nuke, as you mentioned, you've got the higher roofs now above top mid, so your smoke lineups there are all completely different. There's no you can't take any of those across. Banana, high roofs again, and a change of the meta as well. We've seen teams like FaZe going for those bottom mid smokes from spawn in order to push down past them top mid threshold and get close down bottom of mid. Means that it's so much more difficult for teams to get early map control because they're being pressured from the get-go.
Yeah, and this is something which Raptors, obviously, they do play Inferno. While it's not one of their best maps, it's not high up like their Overpass, like their Nuke. It's a map which they probably are going to be more up-to-date on than the Make-A-Wish guys who have got, like I said, Zyrene, not a player, not a competitive player. He's LVN's brother, not playing to a high level of Counter-Strike, who's coming in as a, like I said, Make-A-Wish dream for him. LVN, who's not been playing CS2, he's been focusing on that on the team that he's been on coaching in this opportunity and creating a team for Game Legion Academy. It's just Vacancy and Zy really, and we know Vacancy has been playing Inferno. It's Sprout Academy's best map. It's their most favourite map. But that's one player, and is he going to have the ability to be able to give these nuggets of knowledge, give this information, and help improve these players on Inferno, especially when we know that they've not played it at all this tournament, and we know that this 5-man lineup hasn't played together before this event. Yeah,
it's going to be a really tough one for them. And while Inferno is a map where you can rely on the fundamentals, when you're in a mixed team, it's more difficult to get those gelling together. You're going to be relying on that core, that synergy that's happened previously with the three players, LVN, Zy, Vacancy, in order to keep that one through. It looks like we're ready to kick things off with Vertigo, Tim. Our first map here in this upper bracket final. MMS dropped the Julies. Awaken also with a set of Julies. So a double Julie drop, a classic flashbang on Awaken as well. 5 sets of Kevlar for Make-A-Wish. And they're going to be heading their way toward the ramp fast. Not slowing down, barreling their way up, all of them.
Zyrene, lovely opening from the Make-A-Wish player. Taking down Adam 9130. That's going to cause a full rotation. It's only 2 players making this noise over towards A with LVN and his brother. The other 3 players barrel onto this B bomb site, which is now completely open. Unfortunately, 1-4 versus 4 lets themselves up. Falls out of heaven so early.
The kills coming in. Yeah, MMS wiping them out with the dual elites. LVN comes in with 2 though, brings it into a 1 versus 1. Tapping away with the Glock. He can't land it. Regan just about pulls it through. It's a nice attempt from LVN, but ultimately the pistol round goes away the Raptors.
It was a lovely attempt with the bait and switch. 2 players, LVN and his brother, charging up that ramp. Causes a full rotation. Every single player for Raptors rotates. That means they can set themselves up for a full retake. Players aren't going to get caught off guard with like a 1 versus 3 on the B side, because the B side's empty.
Yeah. Raptors are going to be buying up thanks to the round win. However,
going to go for 4 rifles, 3 M4A1Ss and a FAMAS. Bomb plan from Make-A-Wish going to enable Galils. 3 Galils, 1 AK-47 in the hands of LVN. Tech 9 on Zyrene.
Changing shots down the bottom of the ramp. Lifan is the one to open things up onto LVN though over on the B stairs. So man advantage early on for the Raptors. Bit of damage taken, but ultimately.
Going for this boost with Zy on that fence. Trying to regain an equal footing between the 2 teams. The issue is Raptors, they've got all this information on ramp. As soon as you have that ramp, that's a narrow choke point and a long one. At that, you can gain very early information towards that A site. You can just cheat another player. Exactly that. They've got 2 players. The flash comes on in. Ivan sets up by Regan. Finds an extra frag, and he gets away safely. He's happy with the 1. It's good fundamental, safe Counter-Strike. Doesn't overstay as well, because it's giving Make-A-Wish an opportunity back into this round by staying alive. Well, he tries to go for the reposition. Egrek finds a gap in the smoke. Lands the frag. The first kill going the way of Make-A-Wish this round.
Bomb site now. The flashes are good in order to keep Raptors pushed back, but Adam swinging in. Awaken, unblinded now, can come in and doubles up.
Yeah, second round here for Raptors. Make-A-Wish back down onto pistols, $2,000 per player. They can go for some Tech 9s, see if they kind of swarm. But at the same time, they're up against full rifles again still, full utility. Turning up 3 players over towards A. They're around control. Looking for the steps. LVN going for an opening towards middle. Regan going to make light work of him. Already 5 versus 4. Igorek going for that boost up on the wood, setting himself up for success. Use this Deagle, try and catch Ifan off guard. He's in a strong position to be able to win this fight. It's going to be a hard shot to land should Igorek go for the peak. In the meantime, Adam, all the way down to the bottom of the round. It's a kill, Regan finds another, and somehow Vacancy's found a kill. I'm not even sure where. I think that's over towards B.
I think that is going to be all they'll be able to get this round, though. Zai with the Julies on the eco round. He's liked pulling these Julies out on eco rounds. We've seen it a fair few times already in the tournament.
Style points.
And they're not bad weapons if you can land a dink, and there it is, a headshot. Exactly that. Adam 9130 taken down. That's 2 kills found on what's almost a full eco. Yeah,
it's not terrible, but at the end of the day, Raptors keeping 3 players alive. They're not going to be too phased. Able to build their economy with a majority not having to reinvest. Coming to round number 4, it's a full by both sides. AK-47s, M4A1Ss, 5-a-side. Full utility.
Yeah, that could be an issue if we get to a post-plant situation. Make-A-Wish need to get onto the bomb site first, though. Spreading out at the moment. Players don't exchange shots. Vacancy's broken it up, catching MMS through the smoke on Gap. Killing the scaffolding. He takes all the damage for it, but ultimately that man tapping away now over the top of the smoke. To clear it away to get vision. Doesn't spot anything. The jump spot. Igorek baited in. Perfect adjustment. Takes down Adam. Not expecting a reposition from Awaken, though, who is able to trade out, but still, man advantage retains to Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, there's no one behind to trade Igorek in that situation. It's a 1-for-1 for him. Smoke from Elvin is going to allow him to creep up towards the sandbags and get an advanced position. Awaken pushed up behind the smoke. He's not going to be aware of this. In fact, if he keeps pushing, he's going to completely catch off Vacancy. Not ready. They're both holding. Line up. LVN, the multi-frag. Double kill. It's just Ifan left in the 1 versus 3, rotating on into this A box site.
Lovely off
angle.
In
the elevated position. Beautiful off angle. Closes out the round. Make-A-Wish get there first here in the upper bracket final.
LVN, the in-game leader, one of the highest rated players in this tournament so far. Top 3. It's an in-game leader stack at the very top. And LVN,
coach.
He's now a coach.
He's a coach for an academy team, and he's top fragging. 5 frags on the server for him. Raptors again going for this 2-on-2 default. Rotate player away, looking out for the steps. Looking up MMS dropping down. Doesn't manage to land the frag on the Vacancy. It's an opening in the hands of the team. Davis back. That HE. Getting further. Down. Adam punishes Igorek over pressure. No spacing, no trading there for Make-A-Wish. It's all going to fall apart. Going down for free is Igorek. And now Raptors, they've got the map control and they've got the man advantage. Again, going to be ready for Awaken, pushed all the way down Ivy.
Regan on Heaven. Nice behind, gets the one, tries to transfer the spray. Zai quick on the trade. Still man advantage though for the Raptors. Smoke to block the vision away from Adam.
Man advantage, but LVN creeping up onto this B site, gets caught off guard by Ifan in a lovely off angle. It's just Zai now left in that 1 versus 3. His position not known, but Raptors, they should be good if they sit themselves in decent one-and-done positions. Ifan hasn't repositioned. Zai might be able to find him. You can see Crosshair. Ifan finds perfect timing. Swings out, catches Zai. Raptors get a 4th round. Make-A-Wish do not tie a second together.
Yeah, strong start. Make-A-Wish are going to be back down on eco more than likely. LVN could go for a little bit of a hero play. In fact, they might be buying up here. They can pull out 2 AKs. Vacancy with a hero AK. He's brought down. LVN has also brought down. So it's a bit of a half by Tim. The hero AKs have brought down further.
Yeah.
just means they'll be slightly light on weaponry in the next round.
Good work. Saw LVN and multi-kill in the previous that they won. If he can repeat that success, these Tech 9s aren't going to matter. Keeping up in towards middle with 3 players, contact play. Catches, gets 1, gets 2 as MMS swings, fluffs the spray, and Egorex fat core Regan off guard rotating.
Trouble now.
Vacancy still standing strong, gets himself a triple. It's just iFan left in the 1 versus 4.
What a beautiful sequence of kills from Vacancy coming up the ramp, so aware of all the possible scenarios, exactly where these CTs might be, pivots between them, picks off 3, gets Make-A-Wish straight into this round. Igorek then comes in with a kill on the Tech 9 as well, sealing the deal. And iFan, yeah, he's going to have to save this M4. The money's still not looking too great for the Raptors, each player down below 1,000, which means that probably an eco into the next. They can set this rifle up, go for some boosts above the ramp, perhaps.
Yeah. This is a key feature of the Make-A-Wish T-side on Vertigo, is that his Vacancy's lurked up that ramp. He's so often set up, sometimes even just flashed up solo, and they rely on him, completely trust him to do all that work towards A, and it enables Make-A-Wish to heavy towards B, but that's only if Vacancy's having that success. If he's not finding frags, if he's not individually popping off, then it's going to be a free frag to go the way of Raptors.
See exactly what Raptors do with the money here. M4 saved, as we mentioned, and they've managed to pull out 3 MP9s. So they could go for some sort of aggressive play here. Awaken is going for an eco. He's just bought a pistol and a BC utility. So they're looking to get that all out by the looks of things. See exactly what Raptors do with these MP9s on the ramp. The smoke halfway up is going to allow Make-A-Wish a little bit of room to work through the scaffold. This utility's going to be spotted by Adamson. He's allowed to activate, but it's a flurry of kills from Vacancy. 2 on the AK, 1 with the double nade onto sandbags. It's perfection out of Make-A-Wish. Now they can get onto the bomb site. Vacancy closing it down, getting the angle into elevator. iFan on the rotation with that M4. He gets 1 kill. That's Vacancy shut down. But his location revealed. The utility comes in to keep him at bay. Even a HG grenade spots the bomb going down. But we settle into a 4-on-2 post plant.
Yeah, locked out by the smoke. Time ticking down. Single kit in play, and they do have a smoke to try and provide cover. But Make-A-Wish in very far forward position. It's going to be hard for Raptors to even get the going down. iFan fluffing the spray. LVN double kill to close it out. 4-3. Make-A-Wish starting to look troublesome here on Vertigo.
It's exactly what we like to see. We mentioned we needed them to step up early. It's going to be a more of a 2-map affair, because if it gets to nuke, we've seen how dangerous the Raptors are on it. Yeah. So we need to see them getting their foot down early, starting to get these rounds through. 1 round away from tying things up, and Raptors are on a full eco. As we mentioned, Awaken has a bit more money. It's going to allow him space to pick that AWP up in the next round.
Yeah, he is certainly a player who's much more comfortable with that scoped weapon rather than a rifle, at least on the CT side. By no means is he lacking skill with the AK. We've seen him do some unbelievable rounds in the AK, but I think it's more on that CT side. Far more comfortable with the AWP, even here on CS2. Get that out as early as he can. It's just going to be a contact play into middle, but there's going to be a crossfire line. He gets caught off guard. Elvin forward, gets 1.
And he spotted a second player as well behind the generator. He's starting to creep his way in, and now he's spotted a third. Runs out of bullets, and a couple of kills do come through for the Raptors. We're into a 3 versus 3. Rifles recovered as well. Vacancy shuts down Adam 9130. It's one of the rifles gone, but just as quickly it's picked up by MMS, who repositions, drops a Molotov in, and doesn't come through the smoke. Vacancy catches him. Awaken in the 1 versus 3. He's got a kill on the board already. With no Kevlar, it's going to be extremely difficult to keep going. There's another one. Igorek taken down.
Yeah, pushing into heaven there, presenting a free 1 versus 1 fight for Awaken. Sets himself up for the 1 versus 2. Now, he's going to be a little bit too timid here, clearing these angles based on how far forward Igorek was. He's going to waste the time, and with no kit, this clutch.
Yeah.
Time ticks down, becoming less and less likely. Yeah, he's going to walk away to save this AK, drop it to a teammate.
The one benefit of Igorek going for that 1v1 is he gets the information, which means Zai and Vacancy can just set themselves up together. Vacancy going down to the bomb, unfortunately, but Zai will survive. Plenty of money, yeah, loads of money in the bank. Same can't be said for the Raptors, who are going to be investing everything into this round. Now, Awaken with that saved AK could drop it across and upgrade to an AWP himself. That's exactly what's going to happen. MMS, in fact, no. He's gone for an M4. Do we see a refund? No. Prioritizing the utility in the M4s.
Very interesting. Staying afloat with $1,000 left in the bank, both him and MMS. We're tied up 4-4. We'll see if Raptors can put a stop to the opening. Just looking at the vacancy. They can get the first, and there's the trade. No ball kill this time. It's a 1-for-1. And Ifan chimes in with 1, takes down the lurker of Zyrene. Man advantage secured for the CTs of Raptors. LVN now walking in towards Ivy, see if he can find the back. Oh, he catches Awaken but doesn't land the shot. 4 versus 2, now it's just Igorek and Zai.
Yeah, Zai here in middle. The smoke being dropped, Igorek making home. So it's caught by Ifan on the off angle at quad. MMS here in middle. He's going to get taken down by Zai. 3 more players to find. He's caught by Awaken coming in from Elevator. Raptors back in the lead.
Just by 1 round, the damage was done. 3 players surviving, again, majority not having to reinvest for Raptors. They can build their bank. Interesting, we've got the SG553 bought up for Igorek, the Krieg. Scoped assault rifle. Use that over the top of the smoke, use it similar to an AWP while still having the possibility of trading and being versatile. Again, Raptors vying for control. This time Make-A-Wish decided to wait for the smoke. Back to Up and they can find an opening. Gap through the smoke, takes down Awaken. A lovely headshot. Man advantage now for Raptors. For Make-A-Wish, sorry. Igorek again. This is such a competition on his own, no trade. Fortunately, Adam overpeaks and LVN is able to get an equalizer.
Pushing his way up. He's going to creep through this smoke here. Taking a lot of space, getting into sandbags. Advanced position. Vacancy joining him as well. Dynamic duo. Possibility to trade out, but no, LVN's breaking away. He's going to walk straight into Regan's crosshair. He's caught. In fact, LVN able to react. But his location given away.
I like it. Regan playing safe. He knows that he doesn't have to take that duel, despite being a 1-man down. Got a fast flank coming on in from iFan, but it's being held. Question is, does he check these corners? He looks like
so
he's about to.
diligent.
No, not quite. Zyrene going to be rewarded for his patience. Lands the frag to now a 2-man advantage. Make-A-Wish going to be happy to get this bomb down as they hold it. HE comes on in. Vacancy lands the headshot. Having a stellar game so far, up to 13 frags. LVN just behind on 10.
MMS is going to back away with this M4. There's not much he can do here in a 1 versus 4, especially with a third of the bomb timer gone already. And that's we called it out in the pregame. In fact, it's hanging around. I better put a pin in that for a second. Swing there, takes that out for the transfer, and there it is. Zai shuts him down. There's a bit of noise coming out of the Make-A-Wish camp now. They're starting to get fired up. And what I was saying, Vacancy and LVN, the 2 players we highlighted in the pregame. Vacancy with that now international experience. He was scouted out of 7 AM once that team was disbanding. Picked up, moved to an international lineup, and he's having a stellar game here on Vertigo so far. Yeah,
and even then, when he was on 7 AM, he's by far the standout player, I think, just above Zai in terms of the firepower. Where Zyrene looking to get the opening, takes down iFan. Raptors working with pistols. Half by for them.
Vacancy to get the kill as well towards A, sending the herd.
Bit of a switch up of the pace. So far, Make-A-Wish abusing their openings from Vacancy towards A. This time, working B heavy with util, knowing that they're against weaker weaponry and weaker utility of the CTs. A little bit of a reset, a little bit of a reshuffle. Make-A-Wish sending 2 players, make that 3 players in towards middle, setting themselves up for a strong split. With these 2 frags, it's a strong likelihood that middle is going to be overlooked by the CTs and less likely to be spotting it for info. There's a gap. Pushing up on towards the site is Igorek. Far forward. Fortunately, Zyrene the trade and the flank comes on in. In fact, Zyrene with a triple kill.
Powering up is Zyrene, building into this tournament, which is what I like to see. He's on my fantasy team, and I've got to be honest, he's the brick around the ankles at the moment. I'm hoping that he's going to start floating to the surface.
Absolutely. I've got the 3 highest rated players in fantasy on my team from the group stage, but I've also got Zyrene, who's got -500 points. points for me. So.
But look, this is a great bit of experience for him building in this roster as well. He's got his brother super experienced, and then some former teammates of his brothers as well. It's going to be a really great learning for him. Awakens up, up, vacancy taken down. Igorek on the orb. I don't think we've seen an AWP out of Raptors yet. It's going to be the T side, the first ones to bring it out.
Yeah. That opening going down towards the ramp. Vacancy taken down early on. That's very important. He's up to 15 kills already. Just final round of the half. Utility starting to look like Raptors, especially with Igorek to pick on that AWP. MMS finds one. A missed shot from Igorek. Enables him to multi-frag. Gets a double. And now we're in a 4 versus 2. It's just Zyrene and Zai. Have to recover things. They've secured at least an even state in this half. They win this, come away with a lead.
It's looking unlikely though, unless Zai can go nuclear. 4 players on the other side of the server. And they've got a good idea as to where Zai is as well. He doesn't have the bomb in his possession.
He's not even going to choose to pick it up.
I think he's going to surely fall back and pick it up now. It's right in front of you, Zai.
I think he's super conscientious of the possibility of a push, considering that ramp bridge was smoked off. 30 seconds left. It's going to take his time to get to the bomb site. And it's the last round and a half. He's got to go for it. That HE is just going to reconfirm his position. You can see Raptors all rotating on towards this site. Adam, 9-1-30, lovely off angle, catches Zai. And we're all tied up 6-6 at the end of the half.
Yeah, tied up 6-6. And one thing I mentioned is getting vocal over there in the Make-A-Wish camp. We can see him just about from the casting booth here. We can also cast an eye over to where the Raptors are. It's calm and it's quiet.
One thing I have to say about this Vertigo is yes, it's even. Yes, it's 6-6. Yes, Make-A-Wish have been looking good. But from what I saw in the group stage from 2 Vertigo games that they played, it was their CT side that was letting them down. It was their CT side that was weak and made these games close. It was their T side which bailed them out. There's a strong possibility if Make-A-Wish, oh sorry, if Raptors can abuse Make-A-Wish's weaknesses, abuse their weak links, might be able to sweep this map up early on. Got a fast play from Raptors, making some aggressive plays over towards B. That's 3 players fouling up. It's Adam though, on towards A, who's going to get that opening. This is a massive mix-up as well, but it's a push from Zai and LG, and they're going to find the frags. In fact, Zai gets a triple kill.
They're loving it.
Completely unnoticed. How did he even get there? Did he push mid?
They're absolutely loving it, Tim. They are shouting.
They're completely screaming it.
LVN with his 200 decibel scream piercing the LAN hall.
My goodness. And one thing I have to say is we've noticed this. It's something we've identified by watching Raptors is their pistol rounds are almost always Adam 9-1-30, going on a lurk play, finding information, creating a distraction, pulling a rotation, whilst the rest of the players pop onto the other side. This time, they did the complete inverse. They're 1 step ahead. They mixed it up. Instead, they had multiple players popping onto one site, taking the frags first, taking contact first to enable Adam's lurk to come on in and then shoot someone else in the back. He gets that opening, does cause a bit of chaos. But Make-A-Wish were ready for it. That fast flank coming in for Zai completely catches Raptors off guard with a triple kill. Coming to round 14, it's going to be a force buy for both teams. Raptors, no bomb plan. They're going to get a MAC-10, 3 Tech 9 to the scout. They're up against 4 Titans.
Yeah, LVM with the only rifle here. He's going to drop a Molotov, fall back, allow his submachine guns to pepper away through these smokes. MMS charging his way through on 51. Has been caught and tagged up, so he's forced to retreat a little bit. Flashbang. In fact, no, that's a smoke being thrown.
Again, this is one of the things we talk about. That smoke is an outdated smoke. It used to be a very nice one-way smoke. The CTs could use to spot legs, but also prevent people jumping up on the sandbags. Now, with the new CTs, new way that smokes work, that's really not in the meta, but we still see LVN throwing it. And on top of that, with these MP9s, with the force buy from Raptors, those MP9s aren't going to do much damage against armored opponents. iPhone getting ready with the smoke. LVN not checked, swings out, does so much damage on the second spray. That Lesnar Vacancy to activate, swinging in. MMS caught. It's a bloodbath. It's a slaughter. Make-A-Wish. They're up on 8. Up to 8, a double kill from LVN, and that was absolutely beautiful the way he stayed alive there on the sandbags.
Yeah, it was huge, and he picked his moment perfectly as well. Right when they had utility out, gets the first kill, does so much damage to the second, but recognises they're going to start swinging, they're going to start picking it up. Hides, allows his teammates to come in, use that surprise.
By staying alive, he's still a threat. By staying alive, some of those Raptors players are still going to be sat looking at sandbags and not ready for the swing to come out from Vacancy towards Ivy. And then as soon as Vacancy comes out, it's going to draw the attention. Raptors, these players then have to choose who to look at. If they look at the wrong way, they're going to get shot in the back of the head. Perfect by staying alive there, waiting for Vacancy to come on in to bail him out. It'll alleviate that pressure. Timeout has ended.
So loud in the LAN hall right now.
There's so many screams going on from both this game and the lower bracket games going on.
And the Inters tournament as
Yeah,
well.
too.
Everybody's gaming, everyone's getting excited.
Getting rowdy. Raptors going into this one just pistols. We've got Deagles, Tech 9, P250. Make a wish, they got slightly better buy here. Vacancy upgraded to that M4A1S. These weapons should make light work of Raptors. There's the first, mollied out. Adam 9130 goes down. Playing things slow so far. Raptors just wanted to see if they can get a free pick, or at least waste out the utility and get information. Holding a lovely angle, you might see a triple swing come out soon. There it is, all four players swinging. In fact, it's a 1-for-1 trade. Vacancy overstays as well, can go for that one. LBM staying alive. He falls back to sandbags, and we see this is the fundamentals, his experience. Takes for the win.
Oh!
Lovely peek, lands the headshot onto iFan. He knows that Awaken's that player alive. The flash comes on in, and it's a multi-kill for LVN. 3 frags. He's up to 16.
LVN, let's not forget, while during his playing career was an in-game leader, still fragging out second top of the server. He's in the top 3 for this event so far. Yeah. He's now a coach. He'd played 2 games of CS2 before this event.
And 9-6 up, about to be the first team to take a map off Raptors.
All to play for. Make a wish. 3 rounds ahead. Look at this. Igorek flanked into B main. He's caught by iFan. A nice adjustment. Headshot found.
Yeah, lying in wait, ready for this aggression. Raptors playing a little bit more of a passive, reactive setup so far, allowing Make-A-Wish to fall into their crosshairs. It's a one-man advantage. Make-A-Wish still working with a couple MP9s. We've got some absolute screams going on in the LAN hall. I'm not sure if the mics picked that up, but that was some massive trash talk at the top of someone's lungs.
Yeah, somebody forgot to let their dog out, I think. It's getting so rowdy.
1 minute left on the clock. Raptors still yet to make their move. They're waiting for Make-A-Wish to make a decision. Normally you see on the CT side when you've got that disadvantage, when you're a player down, you try and express and get some information. Instead, Raptors just holding, same for Make-A-Wish.
Time is being bled down though. Zyrene, spotted in mid, dumps the smoke, buys himself 20 seconds. Burning that time down. You see Raptors now, they are going to start to consolidate around these B stairs. iFan taking point with the AK. Going to be heading his way up. They have got a lurk on the ramp, who is now starting to fall back as well. That's Adam. Going to fall back to join the team as the hit comes in. It's all going to be on Zai's shoulders, and he's a long way away. He's in heaven.
Playing retake.
He's going to get caught. Hanging around with the Molotov out. Luckily manages to duck away.
It doesn't hit the pillar due to the player. Him catching him off guard, crosshair away. Now the bomb is planted. It's a 4 versus 5 retake. Make-A-Wish don't have enough utility. That's their last smoke being deployed. HE on LVN. Now they have nothing left. It's just weapons. They're going to turn around and save.
Save. You have to, yeah, and it's a smart choice. They've lost the bomb site in a really decisive fashion. That's fine. You had to sort of gamble, keeping Zai towards heaven to give you the option to play retake, to give you the option to back away if you needed to. Keep the players alive, keep the Kevlar alive, live to fight another day.
Yeah, and while their money is good, they can afford to lose players. It's about keeping that money good.
Yeah.
Keep it high by not losing too many players, not having to reinvest. When terrorists win, I'd like to go on this hunt. He's aware of this and does get taken down. No exit frags for him.
Unfortunately, the AK not recoverable. It would have been nice if they could upgrade one of these MP9s.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be distributed about a little bit. Igorek on the AWP. That's the benefit of keeping those weapons alive. One of the players that saved can drop an AWP across, and now
it's a heavy mix. You've got that AWP. Raptors now have to be worried about being picked off by that sniper rifle. You also have to be worried about MP9s up in close range.
Correct. There it is. That's the AWP. Catches Adam off guard. An early peek. Man advantage for Make-A-Wish. Weapon not retrievable. These MP9s can't pick it up. Smoke blown. LVN peeks into it. Catches MMS off guard. Utilising those new CS2 mechanics. Zai has been caught with a nade out yet again on B.
Just iFan running up onto this site solo. Awaken comes in just behind and takes down Vacancy. 3 versus 3 to be site in the control of Make-A-Wish. Zyrene not knowing what to do with that HE, seeing if he can try and find an angle to get that onto the bomb site. Bomb going to be going down at 3 versus 3 retake. Plenty of utility in the hands of Make-A-Wish if they want to go for this retake. Zyrene's happily flashed in, but IFAC coming forward. That's the second kill in the round for him. Taking his Raptors out. Make it a third. IFAC, he's taking control in this round. He's had enough. Tired of being that anchor player, playing the extremities, playing passively. He wants to find the limelight, and he's going to go hunting for this 4th kill. Take that AWP out of Egorek's hands.
What a strong recovery from Raptors, right?
Yeah.
We started the round off 2 picks. First, Egorek with the AWP, getting that shot early on before the smoke blooms at the bottom of the ramp. Then, he throws the HE grenade, allows LVN to peek and catches MMS off guard. That's 2 openings. Raptors consolidate, head towards the catch side, and then they've got the bomb site. They focus on the choke points as the CTs attempt to retake, and they manage to pull it through.
Yeah. Now, crucially, the money isn't looking good for Make-A-Wish. There's one. Raptors are 1 round behind. Make-A-Wish going to be able to fortify just about. Egorek dropping over an M4. We've got, somehow, actually, we've got 3 M4s in play and 1 Famous being the weakest weapon. All still up on the Egorek. Still going to be a slower 3-1-1. Waiting for the aggression, but when he sat still, it's going to be a sitting duck for Egorek on that wall.
Advantage for Make-A-Wish. MMS creeping his way up. There is a player behind the sandbags. Yet again, and he's been caught this time. MMS equalizes the numbers, takes a bit of damage, but does ultimately fall back. Vacancy playing over the top of the crane. Oh no, he's fell off. He's luckily got the smoke to cover his retreat, and he's managed to pick up MMS as he falls. Yeah, man advantage retrained.
Unfortunately, MMS softened up by LVN on low HP, makes light work of things for Vacancy. Bails him out after he slips off the ledge. As you mentioned, man advantage, and the thing is, map control still isn't in the hands of Raptors. They've lost 2 players trying to take it. Awaken still just holding, waiting for his teammates to group up with him before he starts progressing. Early HE from Egorek not going to land on anyone.
iFan's going to hit these steps.
Yeah, they're going to let Awaken go first with that AWP. Let a rifle trade him. See if he can go for an opening with the zoom banger.
Flashbang from Vacancy's perfect. Pushes him off the angle.
And not only that, it makes him switch to his knife, so he has to avoid. But either way, Vacancy well aware of the players coming in.
1-for-1 trade. Regan in a 1 versus 1. Zy rotating in that B anchor, and Regan catches him. 9-9. We're all tied up.
After what was a 1-man advantage for Make-A-Wish, it's traded out in incredible effect from Regan. It's one of the things I have to praise such a strong suit from him is his trading. He's always in these heated moments in the late rounds, ready to get the trade frags with his rifle out, and he will land them. It's so reliable. Tying us up 9-9.
Tactical timeout coming out of the Raptors camp here. They know that Make-A-Wish's money would have been somewhere near the brink. And we can see it here. They are on an eco this round. LVN has got armor and a deagle. He's brought down a little low. They've got 2,900 loss bonus, but even still, it's quite a heavy investment.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, Raptors, they're more than being tested right now. So far, they haven't dropped a map. They did get tested just a couple hours ago by K10 on Overpass, and now to be tested again on Vertigo. This could be... I'm not sure how the mentals are going to cope with this, knowing these personalities. Knowing that coming into this having such easy games so far, they play K10, close map on Overpass, almost lose your pick. Now you're about to potentially lose your first map against Make-A-Wish. Clues in the name, Make-A-Wish. This is a Make-A-Wish Foundation team.
Not officially, I might add.
No, yeah, not officially, no.
But yeah, no, I completely agree with the sentiment. I mean, we spoke to Sheep earlier, who was standing behind us, and they were dead silent after that Overpass map. Yeah. Clearly a little bit, perhaps, rattled. Could have been full focus as well, but the fact that they started that map screaming and silent, I think, speaks to exactly how the map went and how they feel about how the map went.
We had a change of pace. The Raptors, rather than going for the A defaults, they started to work contact into mid, find the picks. Fortunately, they're up against pistols, so regardless of the outcome, they're going to make light work of the weaker weapons. B-site in their hands, a triple stack over the part, and just now they start to move away from that stack.
Bomb has been planted.
LVN might be looking to save his armor, save that Kevlar. The other two should go for some exit frags. try and pick up an AK. Possibility of saving it into the next round could alleviate your funds, allow you to get that extra bit of utility to assist you in the following round. But Raptors, they're going to be up on 10, double digits here, taking the lead against Make-A-Wish.
It's just an eco. They some better weapons in the next. There he is. The 2 full eco players taken down. Regan and MMS chiming in, catching them, but LVN should be able to survive.
He'll definitely survive. Keep that Kevlar up. Means he doesn't have to spend that extra $1,000 or $650, should I say, for the body armor.
And he needed to do that as well, because look, he's only just managed to pull out 3 pieces of utility. If he hadn't saved it, rebought the armor, then we could have been looking him down on a FAMAS, an SMG.
If he wanted the utility, he would have been on a compromised weapon. Instead, he is on that M4. Egrek's got that all-power, going for a mix-up, going for an open pick. Egrek takes that spawn towards B, smokes, not going to block the sight line. Smokes again, slightly shorter with the way that they've worked volumetrically.
Yeah,
waiting patiently. Oh, he turns around. As soon as Ifan's about to peek into the corner, Ifan spots him, goes for a spray. Smoke.
Oh, missed shot.
That's such a hairy fight.
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. I mean, I like the adaptation, sending Egrek down towards B. Zai's been having a bit of a difficult job over there. They've been pressuring him quite heavily.
Yeah.
More than often, Make-A-Wish have been on a retake in that B site. Egrek sticking around, goes for a repeat, takes down Ifan. Audacious play. Double Molotov comes in. He is still being pressured, but he's holding. At least for now, and there it is, another kill. MMS taken down. Zai in middle, should spot the leg. There it is, pivot, gets the kill onto Adam 9130. Regan and Awaken left against 4.
Resetting things now, both players completely segregated. Make-A-Wish, they've got deep information. With Vacancy posted up on the top of the scaffolding. Should have early information on ramp. As soon as he spots someone, maybe fire a shot or 2, fall off. There you go, that's exactly that.
Yeah, information gained. Can fall back, allow his teammates to rotate in. He just needs to hold strong a little bit. The Molotov is going to deny rotation in. In fact, no, it's been beaten. A wide swing out of LVN. Just like a headshot. Vacancy's taking down Regan, leaving Awaken alone. He's got 1 kill onto LVN. Vacancy knows exactly where he is. The swing comes in for Egrek and super impactful 3 kills, and they're back to shouting.
Yeah, there's a perfect setup there for Egrek. After that timeout, we saw an adjustment made by Raptors. Rather than going for this 3-1-1 passive default, they decided to start working mid, start working B a little bit more, trying to abuse the weaker players on the team, as it's LVN and Vacancy who have been popping off so far on that A site. But immediately, 1 round after, Make-A-Wish, make a change, make an adaptation, send Egrek off the spawn with that one over towards B to shut them down early on, and it works perfectly.
Direct on sandbags. I believe they've got a double sandbag set up here. Super strong. Need to react quickly though, as yeah, Raptors coming fast up the ramp. Utility damage, look at it, MMS down on 3 HP, he hasn't seen anyone yet. Make-A-Wish throwing artillery at the ramp, and there it is, LVN finishes him off, man advantage gain, goes back to his safe haven in the sandbags.
Yeah, it's such a nice adjustment. Make-A-Wish go back to A. Raptors, they decide to go a little bit more faster, and they just walk into these HEs. Ifan now posturing up towards B, trying to take a 1v1 fight on Zai. Zai's not going to give it to him. He's going to fall back, group with his teammate. Raptors now starting to follow up in the space that Ifan has created. They'll have an almost fight. Oh, lovely shot from Ifan, taking things into his own hands. Gets a double kill. Ifan trying to bail out Raptors in this game. Regan finds a spray for Zyrene. It's this B site. Weak as Ifan tears them apart.
Yeah, Raptors identifying the weakness and capitalising to the absolute best of their ability here. Lovely stuff out of Ifan. It's something you have to be so careful of when you're playing against Raptors, that any one of these players put in a position can absolutely pop off, get these multi-frags and turn around from a disadvantage to advantage in a blink of an eye.
And personally, I think it's one of the issues with Zai's playstyle on Vertigo. He's a very inconsistent player, but on that B site, he's very passive. He doesn't go for aggressive, doesn't go for information, plays his life, which is good because it can set up your teammates if they're having a good game. But in a situation like that, it means that Ifan can just take all that space, get up close, and because he's so close before you realise it, he can take that to side in the hands of the Raptors.
Keeps them in the lead as well. 11-10 this round. This game looks like it may be going all the rounds, Tim.
Well, it could be. It depends on the economic situation here for Make-A-Wish. LVN's managed to forward an M4. Egrek with that AWP saved up. Vacancy, Zyrene, Zai. Just pistols for them.
leveling out the economy. Next round, if they lose, will be an eco. But they've set themselves up nicely to be able to win this, and the HE has allowed a player to bypass Vacancy, caught by Awaken.
Pistol trying to get aggressive. Raptors, they've done really successful finding where these pistol players are and taking these fights. LVN and Y have yet to have a look at this round. They're the ones with weapons.
Zai molotoved off as well, perfect.
Again, passive play from Zai just gives up the site for free. iFan's like, well, if you're going to give it up, I'm just going to take it. We can then post-plan and have the bomb.
Adam lurking through mid, catches Zai. Igorek and LVN are the two remaining players for Make-A-Wish. They're the ones that bought up these better weapons. So hopefully they'll be looking to save. Raptors are starting to build a bank up though. They can afford to send a couple of players to hunt them down and take these weapons away, cause maximum economic damage. Ultimately, Make-A-Wish will be able to buy in the next round, but it won't be nearly as comfortable as if they can take these weapons with them.
Yeah. LVN looking to see if he can find a potential exit. In fact, he's doing the same, but he's about to be hunted. That's the first one to Regan. The rest of the players are close behind.
Terrorists win.
There you go. The AWP out the hand. That was up to map point. 12 to 10.
And the AWP was the biggest one to lose as well, because if Igorek wants it in this round, he's going to have to go glass cannon, lack of armor, which means he's going to be squishy, and it's going to be really easy for the Raptors to damage him. And now you see he's had to buy a rifle. He's bought no, he's gone for the glass cannon AWP. He has AWP, 2 flashes.
The CT side, I like this decision. I want him to go for the glass cannon because this AWP has been very impactful finding openings to make a win in these rounds. If they don't get these openings, Raptors are starting to walk away with it.
There it is.
There it is. Egret came down iFan. Can't get found one on Adam. Smoke. 5 versus 3.
MMS behind the smoke here, waiting for it to fade, pivoting. Flash does catch LVN, but he's still alive here. Re-smokes. MMS forced away. He knows that it's going to be at least another 20 seconds before he can start to get through it. LVN inside. So dangerous though, because
you're not going to have that advantage. Player completely off guard, and there you go. Regan just spams him down.
Still not advantage for the Raptors.
Oh, completely rotating in. Isn't aware that they could have just pushed up behind. LVN for solid 10, 20 seconds and no vision because he was sat in a smoke. Zai, they could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Caught off guard, we're now down into the versus 3. Zyrene lining up a HE. In fact, no, that's Vacancy lining up a HE, sorry. Try and do some damage on the top. Takes down to half HP. 3 versus 3, they can fall off the post. MMS re-smoking that left-hand side of the default box. Just cover and play close to the site and try and delay Make-A-Wish from
Zyrene flashed through, MMS like he's still able to get the kill, doubles up, Igorek taken down, Vacancy on the side, goes 1 for 1, 13-10 is the score at the end of the first map. Close, but no cigar.
Yeah, and as I mentioned in the halftime, it's the CT side that let's Make-A-Wish down on Vertigo. They struggled. It was only when Igorek was able to get those AWPs that they were able to find success, find some rounds. Otherwise, if Zai is not popping off, then they can very easily abuse B site in middle, considering you've got Zyrene in middle. He's not going to really be have too much impact. He's not someone the Raptors are going to have to worry about. So if Zai's, again, like I said, not popping off, that's entire half the site, which Raptors can then abuse. And you saw iFan just on his own, walking up onto that B site, taking it for free.
Yeah, iFan doing so much work at taking space over there on that B site. And it's unfortunate for Make-A-Wish because it means now that if they want to win this, they're going to have to go through Nuke, which is going to be incredibly difficult. We saw the Raptors on it earlier, and I mean, we expected Overpass, the first map of the series they were playing, to be the one that was the dominant one. And instead, Nuke, I think 3 rounds was all the other team got.
But before that, we've got to go into Inferno.
We have.
Inferno, the brand new refreshed map. A map which, again, like we've mentioned, LVN hasn't been playing at all. He's not been playing CS2 until Epic LAN because he's been focused with other priorities, with coaching, creating a new lineup. So, how is this going to look for Make-A-Wish?
Yeah, it's whether Vacancy can bring some of that Sprout Academy special sauce
if
in.
He can.
Yeah.
The issue I have with Vacancy, though, is yes, he's got that experience. Yes, he's playing in that lineup, but I don't think he's the sort of player who's going to be able to take the lead, take charge, and start teaching people how to play the map or take control of the game from the front. He's not going to be able to dictate those plays. I don't think he's got it in him.
It's a difficult one for Make-A-Wish. This is ultimately still upper bracket, though. They have potential to fight their way through the lower, but obviously every player at this tournament would rather go through the upper bracket. It's less games. You don't have to get up early tomorrow. So, I mean, yeah, it's going to be a tough one to sort of pull off here for Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what's going on here?
What?
What the?
What?
He paid for that, I promise.
I bought that for...
No, oh.
What do you mean I can't come back next LAN?
Looks like I gotta find a new duo. Anyway, we're gonna throw to a quick break shortly. We'll be back with Inferno, which is gonna be a really exciting map again, because we've not seen Make-A-Wish play it so far this event.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and cry myself to sleep in my noble chair, Tim.
Have fun.
See you after the break.
Hello, Overclockers, and welcome. Oh, screw this. Where's A-Tuck when you need him?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are aware, but Harry.
No, it's fine. I'm
Oh,
here.
no,
It's fine.
yeah,
Look,
okay.
I tell you what, the Epic Land security are very nimble, but I am faster, of course. Faster, better, stronger, better in the server.
That's why he's here.
That's why I'm here on the casting desk.
Let's find out why Raptors and Make-A-Wish are here. They're here for Epic 40, sponsored by Intel. They're coming here for battle for the title.
Yeah, and I did get to have a quick chat with LVN during my brisk jog around the KCC, and he's like, oh, we could have won that. Vacancy said our rotations were terrible. That was his sort of insight into that. So,
Yep.
yeah, I don't know. They don't seem too dejected about it, but I think they realise there was a missed opportunity there.
Yeah, at the end of the day, they know they're underdogs. They know they're not favoured to win this. I'm speaking to them from this entire event. They're constantly telling themselves they're just a mix.
Yeah.
They've not practiced at all. They're trying to downplay their ability. Everything they're trying to do is downplay it. Making jokes about the second place curse that LVN has and stuff like that. It's definitely telling of their mentality. But at the same time, I kind of want them to take themselves a little bit more seriously.
Yeah, no, I think so. Because I think they do have real potential. You know, like Epic Land, throughout the history, we've seen teams being upset by mixed teams. And mixed teams winning. Oftentimes those have been stacked firepower-wise, like the old Smooya mixes where you've got, Extinct in there, massive firepower. But I still think this is just as doable. You've got
Definitely.
Vacancy, LVN coming into his own, Zai as well.
That's why I want to see Zai and Vacancy start to step it up in terms of their experience. They're now no longer these young guns who have been brought into the UK scene, brought into the top level to be sort of trained and developed. They are now the experienced players.
Yeah,
they
they've
are
been
now
there.
players who've been there in advance for a long time. They should start acting like it and start taking the lead and start being a bit more assertive and use their experience they have and use it as a blessing to the rest of their teammates and to the server.
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right. Raptors, they just need to keep their heads screwed on. They need to keep themselves calm and work their way through this. It feels like as long as they play their game, this should be a formality. If not here on Inferno, it'll happen on Nuke.
Especially. It'd be interesting to see how well prepped Raptors are on Inferno. As we know, Make-A-Wish definitely aren't prepped on Inferno.
Yeah.
Not whatsoever. So it makes complete sense that Raptors would storm away with this one. But at the same time, if Raptors don't know what to expect, Make-A-Wish don't know what to expect, anything could happen. We could suddenly see Make-A-Wish suddenly have the greatest Inferno we've ever seen in the history of CS2.
Yeah.
A very short history of CS2.
A very short history, yeah. They could be coming in with some meta-defining plays.
Yeah.
LVN, I mean, yeah, he hasn't played much CS2, but we said he's been grinding the demos, scouting players for his academy project in Gamer Legion Academy. If he's been picking up gimmicks, if he's seen these demos in CS2, then he can at least utilize some of those. It's not like he's been completely absent from the game, completely hands-off. It's not like he's been having a rest. It's just that he hasn't been actually playing.
Yeah, but one of the issues which I see in this map for Make-A-Wish is that Inferno is a very default-heavy map, and the fundamentals and the defaults, the trading, or the ability to work map control is far stronger on Raptors from what we've seen. At the moment, it's very heavily reliant on individuals for Make-A-Wish, whether it's Vacancy or LVN popping up, maybe even Zai, or Egret getting those picks. It's very reliant on individuals getting multi-kills and being able to frag out. Otherwise, they will go down without trades. Their fundamentals of trading isn't quite there. The rotations aren't there on the CT side, as Vacancy mentioned. With Raptors, that Inferno, it's all about those fundamentals. So Raptors, they've got a very strong possibility to just take this 1-2-0 and go into the grand final without dropping a map. Yeah,
I mean, you mentioned Igorek. The whole reason they were able to keep a hold of B on Vertigo was when they got Igorek over there and he was taking some of those AWP duels because Zai has that passive approach. But also then you've got Zyrene, who, to his credit, has been at least apparently holding his own. But he's less. He's much less experienced. He's LVN's younger brother. He's a young guy, and he doesn't have the same level of experience as his teammates in this server do. And so I think they need to try and make sure that he's paired up with somebody who's experienced, who can sort of micromanage him a bit. For example, if you stick him on B, stick him with somebody who understands the game well, and then they can get him to just be their little pawn moving around the bomb site.
Yeah, definitely. We did see some sort of glimpses of that with him on the T side of Vertigo. He was that mid lurker, but sometimes when they'd send multiple players there, he would go in first. You'd have Vacancy close in behind to go for those trades, set Vacancy up for success, utilising Zyrene. And if they do that on their T side of Inferno, there's a strong possibility for it. Although it would damage my fantasy points if he's going down and being the one traded. But it'll be worth it for Make-A-Wish to make it to that grand final.
Yeah, unfortunately, Zyrene not having, he didn't have the best group stage, minus 400 in my fantasy. It's fine, it's fine. I'm not going to think about it too much. What I am going to think about is how comfy I am in this Noble chair, how fast the connection is with our Draytech network switches, how
brilliant the PCs are here with the Intel.
All of our production running on Intel processors, and look at it, I mean, it's super fast, super flashy, fantastic.
What more could you want?
Well, I tell you what more I could want, actually. I'd like some more computer parts. I mentioned, hang on. Okay, I think we're ready to go, and the security, they've bypassed us, so we're ready. They're not going to sweep through here for at least another hour. Let's kick things off with Inferno.
Kicking things off here with the pistol round of the second map of this upper bracket final. Make-A-Wish versus Raptors. We've got 5 sets of Kevlar for Raptors, 4 sets for Make-A-Wish with kit and drop flashes. Make-A-Wish. It's going to be 4 players setting up over towards the top of middle for Make-A-Wish, starting on the CT side. Raptors taking things slow, looking like an initial default of a T pistol round, just holding for aggression, holding for pushes, holding for any potential CT information plays. In the meantime, they've taken most of banana control, Awaken being boosted up to clear these close corner angles, making sure that it's not a top banana stack. It's map control that they're going to have for free. Again, Make-A-Wish working with very little information to start gathering it now. In towards middle. Going to spot a couple players out. iFan lurking into this boiler. Going to take
tapping away. Just firing into the corner, suppressing fire to try and keep them at bay while MMS walks in on long. But Zai's the one to pick up the headshot and open things up for Make-A-Wish. First blood found. In the meantime, 3 players for Raptors are popping into the B bomb site, and the only player here is LVN, the leader in the back of the bomb site. They jump in, picks up one, gets traded out. Has he bought enough time? Zai rotating in. Is he going to check tree? He is. Picks up the kill. iFan falls. They now know Adam, the last player on the bomb site. He's landed a dink and taken Zai down. 3 players remain. He's trying to isolate Jules. Can't do it. Vacancy picks it up. They're screaming.
Yeah, absolutely so. Getting off to a good start. They want that energy high after losing the first map. Taking down that pistol round. Now, one thing I already noticed, already saw from Raptors was MMS and iFan, the way they approach that A site is very individualistic, with MMS just trying to take hero duels, iFan coming in. Sometimes they'll trade, sometimes not, but it's the fact that it's possibilities for Make-A-Wish to isolate 1v1 fights where the Ts won't be able to trade. We've seen it before, historically from Raptors, especially from those 2 players on their Inferno. Normally, these 2 players are very good, very experienced, but on their Inferno, they rely so much on the individual skill that they often lack the presence of mind to make sure that they're tradable, make sure that they don't go down for free.
Speaking of MMS, he has had a crash, and so we're going to have to, it looks like he's back in the server straight away. But yeah, no, you're exactly right with that, those pushes out middle. It seemed like Raptors, if they went through a round in the first 55 seconds when they had no information, MMS would just sort of have a walkout boiler and try and find something, and more often than not, you're walking into a crossfire.
Yeah, it's a difficult situation. It's no detriment to his individual skill. I don't blame him for relying on it. He's got that experience.
Oh, absolutely.
He's been there, played at the RMR, at the highest heights of Counter-Strike, especially for the UK. So he does have that capability, if he finds the right timing, to absolutely tear apart that A site all on his own. But it's risk-reward. How much is he risking putting on the line, and how likely is he to be rewarded for that?
Technical pause has been resolved, and we are going to kick things back off. Make-A-Wish 1 round up. A couple of HGs down middle early on. Flashbang prepared. LVN is going to go down early. That's on Banana.
Nice headshot from Regan with that Galil, forcing up bomb planet, enabling these rifles to come on in for the T side. Vision denied top Banana, so information for Make-A-Wish going to be limited, especially after losing that opening pick. Falling back to the side, they don't have to signal either. MP9 spray from Zyrene, not going to be Regan. Correct on short. Spray frag to come on in. Much better spacing from Raptors here. We can see, yes, sometimes they do walk out solo, but not all the time. They do know how to trade on Inferno. Very experienced players. 4 versus 2, bomb going to get planted, and it looks like Vacancy and Zai should be looking to save here on B.
Yeah, not much in the way of options for these 2 players here. The best option, keep the weapons alive. They've got 2 M4s. Kevlar, Make-A-Wish won't be able to buy in the next. Their money is completely empty. But keeping the rifles alive, it means they can go for either 2 rifle stack on a bomb site, the pistols bolstering them. Yeah. Or they could go for an aggressive play, maybe flash both of the rifles into the bedroom, let them fight second mid.
Yeah, either way, I like it if either the rifles fight together or a pistol is buddied up with each rifle to set the rifle up.
Terrorists win.
A rifle trading a pistol or a pistol boosting twice. It's what you want to see. You want to see them be able to find these free frags, get those openings as if they was almost like an AWP on Inferno, with the way you boost up the AWPer in so many different spots just so they can get a free frag. Use the M4s like that. It's going to be a forced buy though, so I doubt they're going to think about it too much and play the default. In fact, Egret saving, making sure he can get an AWP up as early as possible. LVM with the MP9, Zyrene with the 5.7, still with 2 Hero M4s saved over. Going to be a fast play up second mid for Raptors. They start to slow things down as they reach the top. Deep smoke for vacancy, it's going to allow him to push on down and find a gap over the top. Zyrene with this 5.7 in an off angle. If he doesn't get checked, if MMS creeps in and doesn't get spotted through the back take down Egret, that's going to alert Zyrene to the presence of them towards the right hand side. Double kill though. Pushing in down the heroes with this M4, all tied up 3-3.
He's got deep positioning as well. He's bypassed all the way into second mid. Raptors, quite aware this is a possibility. Bomb is going to be going down.
Yeah. Raptors going to establish a post plan. It's going to be hard for Make-A-Wish to get back. They can do some heroics, but no. MMS has found him. Hunting him down, takes him out of the server. LVM's going to find one, but takes a lot of damage in the process. Quite easy to Make-A-Wish to... Raptors, sorry. Make light work. Let's say that MP9. But he does get taken down eventually. 2-1 to Raptors.
This will be the eco out of Make-A-Wish. Went for a bit of a heavier investment in the last round. This time, not going to be spending anything. Egorek has $3,800. That's to prime him for the AWP in the next. Zyrene has bought some Julies, and there is a flash on Egorek. So hopefully we'll be seeing them set these pistols up. It does look like they're going for something aggressive. Seems to be down here. The flashbang going down, but it's an absolute mow down for Awaken. He picks himself up 3. Zai is able to trade him out. It's a bit of damage. It's a kill. Trying to keep the money low for Raptors, but then a 3-pointer from Adam all the way from the bottom of middle. Takes Zai down. Zyrene gets himself a kill onto MMS, tapping away, trying to pick up a cheeky extra. But it is going to be Adam to secure the final kill of the round. 2 for him. Raptors up on 3.
Yeah, you can see Zyrene jiggling that corner, trying to go for a cheeky pre-fire one-tap to the AK. Doesn't quite land it though. 3-1 as mentioned. Buy gonna come on out for Make-A-Wish. Egorek has that AWP, that sniper rifle. See if he can find an opening with it. I want to see him save for this. He's sacrificing his ability to buy utility just so we can have this sniper rifle. I want to see him save. Aggression comes out. Through middle for the CTs. Taken down. Spray smoke by Awaken.
Yeah, we weren't sure if we were going to see it. It looks like it has been bought into the Make-A-Wish playbook, perhaps thanks to vacancy.
Yeah, iFan just deterred from pushing apps off of that Molotov. He's going to grant space for Egorek to post up deep into bedroom. This is the AWP shot and takes a lot of damage in the process. iFan not going to find the timing to punish Egorek just yet. In fact, he's found the timing to just slip into apps as soon as both the Make-A-Wish players have fallen off. In the meantime, 3 players for Raptors grouping up towards the top of Banana, where Zai and LVN align.
Zai gets the opening, drops down off of Orange. Regan comes in and takes LVN out. Zai's still active. They know where he is. He is able to reposition into the back of the bomb, try to flash into spawn, but in the meantime, iFan's caught Igorek. He's creeped his way in through Boiler and picked up a kill. Now the smoke shield is going to allow a lurk into spawn. Regan.
Yeah, they know where these two players are. They know it's either Zyrene on A or Zai on B, and I know which way I'm choosing. Take down Zyrene. iFan finds the frag. It's just Zai left. Regan's going to try and hold the rotation, but he's going to get shot in the side of the head. Zai upgrades to the AK, but he should still be trying to save that rifle. Raptors plant the bomb, and Awaken going to let it happen. Posted up on Banana. 4-1. No weapon saved for Make-A-Wish.
Inferno While it has changed a lot, Tim, one thing that hasn't changed is it's still incredibly difficult to retake these bomb sites. Despite the skyboxes being opened up, even still the choke points getting in, it's just difficult for CTs to handle. So we're seeing a lot more saving even still. Glad Raptors are deciding, no, we're going to keep the pace high, and we're just going to hunt them down when they save.
Yeah, speaking of pace high, Adam Normal 30 bringing out that P90. Go for the classic P90 rush. 3 players barreling up towards Banana. They've taken the top car. To go for that towards CT. They're just up against pistols, deagles, and 5.7s. Make a wish. There's only one player on the side. Come off with that smoke. Just to delay them. They're going to pop them through. Right, Elvin falls back into CT. The site's going to be theirs for free. Try and block out the potential push through the smoke. They plant the bomb. Nice.
Still 5 players alive for both teams here.
Eagrex still hunting for a lurk. He's paranoid about this time, but he's only just now rotating and the bomb's almost, well, it's a third of the way ticked.
Yeah, it's going to be exit damage here for Make-A-Wish. Ifan already taking down Zyrene.
Just going to be
Yeah,
have armor to save, but they still want to back up.
Yeah, damage is starting to come through. Still 2 players alive as well. A couple extra headshots wouldn't go amiss.
You've got to mention the large bomb. I think 2 players on that's going to go down to it. That's 5's on 8 HP. There's going to be a lot of reinvestments forced for Raptors, but they've got the funds to deal with it. Make-A-Wish now going to go for the buy round. And one of the issues which they had on Vertigo was their CT side. Vacancy cited their rotations as being one of them. And on Inferno, they're starting. A side which I still believe is weaker for them in general across the board. It's the CTs where they have the weakness in terms of the play, in terms of the rotation, perhaps lacking the components.
Digging down mid, behind that base smoke.
It's such a nice smoke. It grants the CT so much room. That aggression, get that information without having to worry about getting close to someone in Mexico. They want a T-ramp, bottom of mid. And they've, because of this information, making it perhaps. But a counter flash comes in towards top Banana. The flash isn't good enough to blind Zai. Consequently, Adam gets a free frag, 4 versus 5. Zyrene, though, he's continuing this push slowly. Just crouching through the bridge. He's going to find a nice timing. All 5 players for Raptors grouped up, playing 5-man Counter-Strike, maximising their trade potential now that they have an advantage. Question is Zyrene? Yeah, he is. He's going to find one, and that's going to cause plenty of chaos. Raptors now, they're not going to know whether to hunt Zyrene or whether to pounce on towards that A site. Looks like they're going to pounce with one player holding the possible rotations. This A site is completely free. They've read this well. They know that with Zyrene so deep, the other player's likely to have rotated off. Just Igorek coming on in light through library.
Awaken has a flank of his own though, working his way through library.
Bomb has been planted.
And he should be able to hear the from here. In fact, it's a rotation from B. Igorek taken down, and LVN caught by Awaken. Zyrene and Vacancy left to try and clutch this up. 2 versus 4. Zyrene able to get one before going down. Vacancy alone. 1 versus 3. Bomb time is already halfway ticked. Vacancy sticking around at this point.
Okay. Just say don't go for exits, don't pad your stats. You've got nothing to go for, you're not going to win this round, you've got no kit, you can't go for it. And he's just going to lose the rifle. At what cost? What does he have to gain by sticking around? Save that rifle, you'd have it in this round to be able to use, and perhaps you could have been baited into going for a buy. If you had a rifle here, Vacancy could have dropped one over, Zai could buy for himself, Zyrene could buy for himself, they could have bought. Instead, they're going to go for a force buy here. What is this buy?
I don't.
They've just about refunded. Okay. They're going for a half buy.
This makes more sense.
Yeah, this makes a little bit more sense. Side auto shotgun, 2 MP9, Side, Eagle Wreck and LVN. Just one player, LVN on B.
Already Igorek tagged down. LVN low on HP as well. A lot of damage sustained early on for Make-A-Wish. Zai has refunded his auto shotgun and gone for the Nova. A little bit of extra cash in the bank account, but also a little bit less firepower. LVN tags up Ifan, but again, Molotov lands, forced to back away. All comes down to Zai here in the bomb site. The util raining in. Crouch wall spotted, but he's unable to get the shots down. The suppressing fire. There it is. Headshot comes through. Adam hits the deck. Zai stays alive now, spammed out by Regan. 4 versus 4. Igorek trying to use the chaos to come through the smoke. And he has been caught. LVN up on high, taken out by Regan.
Spots him just over the top of the smoke as he throws the grenade. Takes him down to Vacancy, left in a 1 versus 4 situation. Just holding on Speedway with that MP9. Raptors, they're making light work of things here, just grouping up, trading out. And it's one of the things I criticised at the start, was that I noticed MMS, iFan, going for hero plays on that pistol round, something which we've seen them do before a couple of months ago. We've not seen it again yet. They've not repeated it. They're looking much tighter.
Absolutely. It's interesting that this is now the second game in a row where Raptors have won their own map pick in a very close affair, and then in the second map, their opponent's map pick have started to snowball.
Yeah.
Vacancy is just alone here in CT spawn. Looks like he might be trying to catch a bit of damage, upgrade to a rifle. He's been spotted. Now he's going to have to back away, save the MP9.
Terrorists win.
Doesn't have a helmet, but at this stage in the game, with Raptors' economy and the position that it's in, it's not going to matter in the next round. They're all going to have AKs. 7-1.
It's a full purchase for Make-A-Wish. Igorek has that AWP. He's yet to find impact with it. Currently 1 and 7 kills and deaths. Early utility traded towards middle. Raptors this time going fast. Well, I'd say fast. Posturing towards middle. Regan leading the charge. Shifting in. Make-A-Wish players pushed off with the utility. Rotation caused. There's now 4 players on this A side, 4 the CT side. Towards B. It's a 1-for-1 trade as iFen gets the team kill. There's a potential for them to all be lined up through the smoke, but it doesn't come to fruition. Vacancy's pushed down into middle through short. Catches Awaken off guard, but he goes down. He finds a frag with that AWP. MMS catching Zyrene off that lurk, and Vacancy still slipping his way through the cracks of this T assault. MMS is ready for it. What a peek.
Beautiful peek. Absolute chaos on the A bomb site there. It felt like everything was just wrong. Every duel was wrong. Every engagement, every player's positioning.
Yeah, just so out of place. Now to Igorek again. He shouldn't be going for this. You're in a 1 versus 3. The bomb is planted. You've not got it. Well, you've got a kit, you've got utility, but you've got an AWP. Save it.
I think it's almost a sign of desperation. What we're being so far down, they want to get something on the board. Igorek, he's picked up 1. 20 seconds left on the clock, ticking down. iFan going to drop a Molotov, and Adam even with a lurk here to secure it. Igorek's not getting out of this round alive. There it is, headshot in the back. Raptors 8-1.
It's these small, sloppy, fundamental mistakes which are lacking from Make-A-Wish. They've got the experienced players who know better. And I can't help but feel part of this is an attitude issue. They came into this, like I mentioned, saying, oh, we've not practiced, played with this lineup before. We've got no idea what we're doing. We're playing with Elvin's brother Zyrene, who's not good at the game, probably not even level 10 on Face It. Actually, no, I think he is level 10 on Face It. But they're making excuses for themselves, or making them kind of justify. And it's not what I want to see. I want them to treat every round the same, regardless of the context, regardless of the fact that you don't play Inferno. I don't want to see them go like, yeah, we made a mistake. We're going to see them take it all the way and take a fight to Raptors.
Yeah, they've gone for a buy with a load of shotguns, which, while I am absolutely a fan of, they've done a terrible job of getting kills with them. They're going for a bit of a banana rush with them, which, yeah, you close the distance. But if Raptors are waiting at the bottom, which they are, it's just not going to work out.
Yeah, 4 versus 2. Zai walking in through apps behind the lurker with the shotgun. Find a possible strike. Let's take iFan down, upgrades to the AK. Make-A-Wish, now 3 players going to group up. They know that they still need to trade out. They can't afford to lose too many players. Otherwise, they might give Make-A-Wish away back into the round. 47 seconds on the clock. Going to shift into CT. Try and flank this B site where LVN lies in wait with nothing but a 5-7. Picked up that auto shotgun. He's getting information towards Banana. As soon as he sees it's clear, he can either flank A or turn around and expect this CT push in.
It looks like he's going to flank A, but this smoke coming out of Adam will give him at least cause to turn around. The issue is they've also smoked off Banana, so he's trapped.
Yeah, this is a nice hit. Smoke off Banana. Clear the site. Smoke denies the bomb plant. No time to clock, but Adam holding down the rotations, takes down Zai 9-1. Looking like an absolute stomp, and again, I can't help but feel Make-A-Wish know this. Make-A-Wish, I don't feel like they have the heart in this right now.
No, it doesn't seem like it. I mean, that kind of buy with those kind, you know, three shotguns, in fact, 2 Novas, 1 auto shotgun, and just pushing down Banana. It's not the kind of buy of a confident team. Also,
the fact that when you're facing down the thing that solid speed like that, when that 1 versus 3 clutch.
Hello.
It's on an Ego.
Opening kill. Igorek with the MP9 at top Banana, and a lot of damage done to Wi-Fi and Awaken with the utility. More util comes in. Smoked off just in the nick of time. In fact, no! Awaken's burnt to death. 2-man advantage now for Make-A-Wish. This is the best start they've had so far. Regan spamming through the smoke catches Igorek, but still a man advantage.
And I feel like this is the first time they've actually fought for banana control.
Quite possibly, other than sending Novas down into the blender.
There's 2 rounds left of the half, and you've got LVN and Zai, 2 of the 3 most experienced players on this lineup, playing B, and this is the first round they've decided to fight for banana control. Perhaps a symptom of, again, a new map that they've not played, they're not quite sure on the utility, they're not quite sure how to take banana control. But the fact they've not even attempted it until now, it's not a good sign. iFan, that's a lovely headshot to vacancy.
And now we're equal.
Yeah.
There are 2 players here on the bomb site, Zyrene.
And this is the benefit of taking banana control. You can leave that smoke is going to isolate the fire.
Oh, it's beautiful!
It's perfect. Zai staying on top. Zyrene gets one of his own. A second round for Make-A-Wish.
And we got a scream out of Make-A-Wish, so they're not dejected, they're not out of it at least just yet. But yeah, no, lovely stuff. Zai doing work in the site, and then Zyrene spamming the smoke, trying to both disrupt the push in and just give Zai a bit of breathing room to work. Ends up catching a kill. And they've doubled up their rounds.
Better late than never.
Yeah. Look, you're not out until the number at the top says 13, provided it's not overtime. So, see if Make-A-Wish can continue to snowball. iFan caught by vacancy in middle. Regan with a quick trade.
4 versus 4, lots of damage traded. Again, banana control contested, but a very fast reaction from Raptors. They contest banana, immediately rotate over towards A. But it's going to be over to one side. The rotators come on in. The Zyrene stands strong. Adam finds one and gets an assist, takes down the bomb. It's just Adam 9130 left, isolated from the rest of his teammates, was holding down the flank, holding down banana control on low HP. It's going to be tossing now, and Igorek going for the whiting is going to take him down 9-3 at the half.
Igorek, I don't know if the microphones picked him up, but he's just absolutely yelled across the LAN hall after winning that one. Reinvigorated, a big couple of kills for him on short. Zyrene coming in to pick one up as well, a bit of an impromptu crossfire. And then Igorek even having the confidence to peek down middle to get that final kill. 3-9. It's not over yet. If they can win this pistol round, give themselves a springboard to start to get closer to tying this up. They can at least guarantee themselves up to 5, up to 6. Provided they play their cards right. They've gone for 5 sets of Kevlar. Raptors, they have 4. Double Julie drop and a flashbang on Regan. A classic setup.
Only 1 player on the A side though right now, and that's Awaken. Short. It's going to get rushed down by 5 players. They're going to play 2 short, 3 long, but these 3 players are long. They're going to walk into the rotation. Julie's in the library. I'm going to find one, but Zyrene, a lovely headshot to the Glock.
He doubled up!
Doubled up! How has he gotten away with that? It's a 3 versus 2, and Regan goes down. It's a 3 versus 1 with a blink of an eye.
Adam 9130 left in a 1 versus 3 to try and clutch this one out for Raptors. It looks like he is going to go for it. There's no kit in play, but there's still potential to isolate 1v1 duels here. Not expecting LVN up in the corner. Make-A-Wish up to 4.
Yeah, I can't help but feel though that push was almost perfect from Raptors. Their rotation was just about in the right time to catch off the guard, the players on long. But the trades, they don't come into effect. If anything, it's the T's who get the trades. They get the multi-frag. Zyrene gets away with a double kill there. How he gets away with that is beyond me. 9-4.
Raptors down on 2 upgraded pistols, 2 MP9s, 5.7s and MP9s.
Yeah,
little bit of utility.
It's more than workable on Inferno with the most tight angles. decided to stack 4 players over towards B. I quite like this on the force fight. Best case scenario, they come to your site, you've got the upgraded weapons, you're going to mow them down. Worst case scenario, you can save for the next round, but you could otherwise be ecoing.
Bit of utility being deployed towards this B bomb site, looking to try and bait out counter utility from the Raptors. They're not set up for a site hit here. The bomb's still in the bottom of middle, able to pivot between the 2 bomb sites. It's going to head towards Banana now.
Yeah. There's 2 players. The thing is, Make-A-Wish are in a good setup to get information from outside of the site. If a couple players go down towards towards B, sorry, they can react towards A. But Adam's going to get the first, take down Zai. There's no information other than there's 1 player. Now the swing comes on out, Elvin's able to find 1, but both go down. It's now a 4 versus 2. They're going to react. These last 2 players, do they even have the bomb?
I don't know.
No, they don't. The bomb was
dropped
towards
top
B.
Banana.
These 2 players who were in a position to react if it was a big flash, they don't have the bomb accessible to them. The bomb was towards B, therefore the bomb was committed. Why have you got 2 players with A bomb towards Banana?
The information play not particularly effective. Make-A-Wish not able to scout out the fact that there were any more than just 1 player on the B site, and now Zyrene and Vacancy forced to push into an absolute horrendous top Banana stack. Look at the swing, triple peak, wiped out, and Raptors now on 10 rounds.
Double digits, 3 rounds away from making their way into the grand final of Epic 40.
Yeah, the Raptors sharpening their teeth, taking a massive chomp out of Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, and I believe if Adam wins this event, it would be 2 Epic Lands in a row for him.
Added incentive. There it is, iFan opening things up, doubles up. Zai able to get 1 on board with the Deagle. This is pistols and armor, remember here. This is a force buy, and yet with 1:35 on the clock, there's only 2 players remaining for Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, Raptors making light work of things. It's almost as if this was a full eco, but it's not. It is upgraded weapons. It is armored opponents. A quick double kill from iFan. And the second one coming in from MMS. Just going to leave LVN and Zai to try and recover this round. Managed to pick up that M4. Zai, if you can put that one to work, maybe sell LVN first information play. Raptors, they're slowly constricting that. Both players, Make-A-Wish being taken down without a fuss. 11-4, Raptors looking very dominant here.
Yeah, they are. 11-4. I mean, it's an incredibly dominant scoreline.
Yeah.
We expected this from the beginning to go the way of Raptors, but it was whether it was in 1 or 2 maps.
Yeah.
I think the chance came on Vertigo. Make-A-Wish, they made it close, but wishes aren't enough. They counter-striked him, and despite getting it close, they couldn't bring it across the line. Here, we've got Raptors poised to take this one 2-0, as Make-A-Wish going to have to concede that point here with this eco, and it's an absolute slaughter at the top of Banana. 3 kills found by Adam straight away. Nice man, look at him, he's already at the bottom of mid, just spamming through the smoke.
They're just pushing Make-A-Wish to the side here. Stars, the side on this round, and by the looks of things, it's a timeout.
Tactical timeout out of the Raptors. Just letting it sink in, I think, for Make-A-Wish here. And so, on the brink, Make-A-Wish forced to sit and stew.
Yeah, sit and stew in the situation. It's, I don't know what they're going to do. Like, nothing is working for them.
Go to the lower bracket.
Yeah,
that's what
they're going to do.
Yeah.
Go to the lower well, it wouldn't just be the lower bracket, it'd be the consolidation final. Coming in from the upper bracket, they've guaranteed themselves a spot tomorrow.
In the
9 AM game at the very least.
Early morning game too.
Early morning game. Fortunately, means they don't have to come from the lower brackets. They don't have to play late this evening.
That is true, yeah. So you've got that added benefit, and then they have that advantage over whoever it is.
This will be the last game of the day for both of these 2 teams. The question is, will they have to play an extra best of 3 in the morning, or how early will they have to get up tomorrow to play?
And that's an added aspect, right? You know, as well as having to get up early, it's also just the fatigue of playing those 3 maps. Now, these players, they're going to be used to it, let's be honest.
Yeah.
We had the group stage, the round robin, 7 best of 1s, followed by a best of 3 in the evening. It's not a quick first day by any chance. You know, these players more than used to that at this point. But even still, a lion is nice.
Yeah, definitely.
It's another tactical timeout. Raptors just burning all of their timeouts, really just letting it stew.
Got one remaining. I think they are just
Burning
having
them.
fun with this.
Yeah.
Maybe discussing what the drinks order is going to be at the bar after they finish.
Yeah, you know, it's important to get these things lined up, mate, so you're all on the same page.
And knowing the players on Raptors, they're going to be happy with the fact that if they make it to the grand final rather than have to play the consolidation, it means, yes, they don't have to get up so early, but it means they're going to be able to stay later, have a couple more drinks.
Yeah, Make-A-Wish now going for a tactical timeout. You know, perhaps during this break, maybe they're going on to Overclockers UK's website to browse some new computer parts.
I don't blame them. Make sure you got the best performing PC you can get.
Yeah, exactly.
Only place to go, Overclockers.
Overclockers, yeah. Maybe look for some MSI components. I hear MSI are pretty good, also sponsoring this event.
Yeah. Or some Intel.
Intel, really?
Yeah, get yourself an Intel CPU.
Or an ARC graphics card.
Yeah.
I was talking to the Intel guys earlier as I was distracting them to make my move, and they were saying, yeah, like we've done a lot of work on the drivers, really trying to push the performance and make sure that we've got the best performing card. You know, they're really passionate about this project, and we've got another tactical timeout, so we're going to continue talking. Do you know what else, Tim? Draytech.
Yeah.
Switches, network switches. If you need networking equipment, viewers at home, go and check out Draytech. They've got networking switches. They've got other networking equipment. I hear very good things about their networking equipment, Tim.
I'm experiencing very good things from the network equipment here at Epic LAN.
That is true. All of the rows here at Epic LAN in the KCC powered by these Draytech switches. The infrastructure behind Epic LAN, and we have another tactical timeout.
It makes sense, you know, you've got plenty of them, you might as well use them. It's a resource, they're not going to carry over into the next map or into the next game, and I don't think there's even going to be a next map, so might as well use them all while you can.
Yeah.
Just to make sure you've got plenty of time to talk about what you want, how you're going to close this round.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Do you know what the real shame is here, though? They can't ring the bells in spawn while we're in these timeouts.
You learn any songs on the bells on Inferno?
I haven't. What's quite nice is that they have made them notes of the major scale, so it's possible to play popular music. And somebody sent Valve an email and said, look, it's very limited with just 4 bells. Could you add a 5th in that major scale to play more songs? They've done it. Regardless, we're going to kick things off. Finally, they've got fed up of using all their tactical pauses. We're going to get ready for the final round here. Make-A-Wish don't have much utility. Raptors have all they can possibly want. It seems like it's going to be a formality at this point, but they've still got to get across that line. Zai opens things up onto Adam. Traded. In fact, it's equalised. Regan picking up vacancy. Molotov missed. That is going to force a bit of chaos in the top of Banana here for Raptors. And Egorex picked up the kill. Boosted up. Regan takes him down. 3 versus 3. Zai in the smoke. Getting ready to walk through it. Regan on the other side. There's a timing here, but it's not been caught. Burst their way through. Regan picks up one, doubles up. Zai taken down. Zyrene, LVN's younger brother, here with a Mac-10. Would be one for the ages if he could pull it off. Swinging out. He's unable to land it. He had the element of surprise. But it is going to be 13-4. Raptors are going through to the grand final. Still, yet to drop a map.
Yeah, yet to drop a map here. They guaranteed themselves a top 2 placing. Make-A-Wish themselves guaranteed a top 3. We'll see tomorrow if LVN's second place curse can come to fruition, get him into the grand final for a rematch. But I can't help but thinking after that game that Make-A-Wish then might not be taking this game as seriously, or this event as seriously as they should. Yeah. I think they're using that as a crutch, as a justification, just so their egos don't get hurt if they don't win it, if they don't come meet their expectations for this event.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can see LVN and co fight their way back into it. However, that is us done for today, Tim. Unfortunately, the day has come to an end. And so we must wait for the consolidation final tomorrow morning. Make sure you catch it. Make sure you follow all the Epic on social media.
This evening.
Do we have the lower bracket?
Yeah, the lower bracket final this evening.
Fantastic. More Counter-Strike.
More Counter-Strike.
More Counter-Strike. Lower bracket.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Because, of course, we've got to figure out who's in the consolidation final.
Consolidation final.
Oh, my goodness.
You've made a blunder there.
I have made an absolute blunder. I've been thinking too much.
Yeah, you have. And it's do you know who's going to be in the lower bracket final? We've got Who actually is going to be it? It's going to be the winner of the low bracket semi-finals.
It is.
Yeah, so that's going to be Soulsland versus Flow State, the winner of that game, and also the winner of K10 and Granny's Knockers But Good, if I remember correctly.
It will be. I think, yeah, no, I think you're dead on. You could keep up with all of these matches on B-Site and make sure to follow all of the Epic LAN socials as well. And I believe this tournament is now getting to the HLTV stage, so if you wanted to go onto that, then you could start to use HLTV instead. So, in that case, don't go anywhere. We're going to sit back in the Noble chairs. In fact, no, I'm going to have to vacate the Noble chairs. There's some more people coming in. That's unfortunate. So instead, I'm perhaps going to go over to the Intel booth again and have a look at their fancy graphics cards. Thank you for joining us here on the stream. We'll be back shortly. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, overclockers, and welcome. Oh, screw this. Where's A-Pack when you need him?